going to leave. We are going to leave, but without the dagger. So let's see if that works out. I don't know if that you can even leave without the dagger, but we're gonna find out. So we'll go to the cabin. And we're just gonna enter without. So now we are with... Let's just...
You're still listening to reason.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, to get the option to leave, I have to pretty much explore a lot.
Okay.
So let's explore all of this. And then I think I can decide to leave, right? Examine the chains, go back upstairs, retrieve without saying another word. Keep her locked away. Actually, it's right here. But I want to know if I can pick that after exploring. So let's talk with her.
Oh.
She pauses.
I mean, I've seen all of this. So your name is Princess.
Like I said, you can call me... I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Have I ever... Wait, have I ever actually explored her when she's in this form?
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Maybe I didn't actually explore her that much. No, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the person, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually... But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
What are you going to do if I let you out here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I'm already having regrets exploring.
We both know that
I
if
should have
there's
just
people
left her.
we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here.
I'm already getting
and it's whoever
attached.
sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I won't kill, but I won't set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and kept you company? Then maybe everyone could be happy. Okay. But you two be locked up, at least for a bit. Then we can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Let's go for the first one.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
She's changing her demeanor.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Is she turning into the nightmare? Is this just gonna lead to the nightmare again?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is some kind of
Yeah, her
fair
expression is
compromise, but it
different.
isn't.
She's back
No
to the other one.
wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh no, this is different.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
I guess she's gonna turn into a beast in this case.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Drop the mask. Is this reference to drop the mask the reason why the nightmare has a mask? Right now this feels like I'm just heading towards the nightmare.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you. And
this is
quickly
leading to the
barricading
nightmare,
the
it
heavy wooden
feels.
table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
Here we go.
But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the
I mean,
other
if
side.
it's the nightmare, I can continue with the nightmare and make the other choice.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Yeah. I can do the one where I stay in the basement with the nightmare.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long.
But it is
anyways.
disappointing if it ends up being the nightmare
Probably
again.
a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep.
Ignore her. Maybe you put the princess's threats out of your mind. You job. Where is she?
Thanks for
Yeah,
helping me
this is
get
the
out of
nightmare.
this.
The nightmare. Yeah, we're back in the nightmare. That is disappointing. I was hoping it would be different, but it's an opportunity to check the other nightmare option, at least. So let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. I don't remember if I'm supposed to take... No, I didn't take the knife. Let's not take the
We
knife.
should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors. You cross over the...
I'm going to talk to her.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute?
Do nothing.
Decide it's best to do nothing. There ha-
Here we go. Why won't you finish me off? What happened after you killed me? Getting me alive. What? Stairs, why didn't you try to be nice?
Nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
I was sent here to strive from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. And if I let you die, what then? Do we go our separate ways? Being around you is agony. We can at least turn off this whole organ shutting down. How about I just kill you, and what if I refuse? We don't have to be enemies, we can be friends.
Glad you're seeing things my way.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Remain with the nightmare. So this is the option I want to take, but I kind of want to explore a few more things.
Liver, nerves, heart.
It is, again, it's disappointing that it's the same, but it's fine. Was it just to stop you from the... I can't just leave. Be around you is agony.
I know. You told me last time. Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
People will die if you do that. If you do to them what you've done to me.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again. All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
B is agony. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not gonna try and kill you, so do your worst.
Poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Ugh.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Oh no. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think.
Broken.
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only
Oh.
way this works out for us. If you think about
Opportunist.
it, she's the one with power here.
That's
Nobody
another
else will do
voice.
much of
We have
anything.
2 voices. Extra voices.
No.
Oh,
We're
wait,
supposed
stubborn.
to keep her trapped there forever. We're supposed to.
Is everyone here?
How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Hunted.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her. So we have to set her. Can we love something that hates us? Can we
Yes.
love something that hurts us?
Absolutely.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have we all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can we make sense of them? Oh, is it because we've been doing this a lot of times? Was that what that little section was? It was just us going through that multiple times, which is why we have all these voices.
Many times.
Okay, so we have been through this many
Feels
times.
like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here some other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
What if we don't go to the cabin? If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that
Don't
did
think
it.
about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment? Ugh! Here you go, philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions. Great questions, even. But they don't have any answers.
And they all just end in quivering torment.
It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
I kind of do want to silence because it is a lot of way too many talking, and none of them are really saying anything of value. Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I just proceed to the cabin. Yeah. Let's just go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
There's
Or
no
rather,
cabin.
you make it to the place a cabin
There's a
should
mirror.
have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror.
Don't ask him about the mirror.
He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Okay,
You
let's
walk
just
up
go.
the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces!
Oh, is she in the mirror this time?
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Exactly. I'm sure
Wait.
that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have.
If I okay, I don't have a choice. I was wondering, like, if I smashed it here, wouldn't it destroy the narrator?
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one.
Do you think it'll work?
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Don't you remember? You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? It's the only way. You have to take the blade. Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Oh, okay, this is an entire sentence.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss.
Oh no.
It is so very
Don't gaze into abyss, or it will gaze you back.
deep in the bowels of the
Yep,
earth.
there she is.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that. Right.
Closer.
I was having some fun. And I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever. That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand. What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon.
This really was a lost cause.
I mean, we could jump down.
You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her.
Kill or be killed.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
There's no paralysis anymore.
Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago, but was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Well,
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment
I
feels
think the idea is she mind
gentle.
broke it. Yeah. I get it.
can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The prince's exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
There's always like the saddest part. The free hands was on purpose. Hmm? Yeah, she does have free hands.
She's gone. Yeah.
Okay, let me just
What are we... Yeah. Seems
approach the mirror. I'm just gonna skip this part because it's just too many people talking. And they're all just repeating one another.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. All of me.
Okay, what do you think of this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her
Oh, it's the same
darkness.
one.
She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
So it's the nightmare still. Yeah, because the although it was a new chapter, it didn't have a name.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
I guess this is just a different variation of the nightmare. Okay, well... Yeah, because I didn't even get an achievement yet. Maybe I'll get it here.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Oh no, I did get it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. No, not 4 yet. 4, 5.